Why don't you take this steering wheel cover off?
Well, I want to see if it does what I want.
No, it's gonna add a glow. Just take it off. There you go. It's okay, man.
Can you move
What do you want me to move?
the
Steering wheel?
charger that is in the back?
The what?
Of the speaker.
What do you want me to move? Oh, the thing I asked you to move earlier? Yeah. I mean, do you want me to put the side of the car back on?
No, because it's just big trail.
You good? Sup? Sup, everyone? Hey, from Holland. What's happening? So this is the project for this first half of the week. This is what, Focus? Fusion? Focus? Something. A little Ford car. And he's getting a set of 3-ways. Fernando just got done graffitiing up the door with some Ground Zero sound treatment. I just got done installing these pods here and here. Believe it or not, this is a pain in the ass. Trying to get these to where they're lined up perfect and match and all that other fun stuff. It's not easy. But yeah, so that's those guys there. Now, if any of you guys are curious as to like where those came from, because you might want to get a set, I will show you the card that came in the box. Let's see if the phone will focus. There we go. So you can find them at www.pods-tweeter-midrange.com.
Do you have to say www?
I do have to do that. You can head over to their webpage. There's the other side, give you an idea of, it's where they're coming from. But yeah, so there again, these were provided for us for the install. So, I mean, whatever works for you. I don't judge. I do, but I don't.
Very judge.
So we're gonna go fully active. This door is not done yet. It's all gonna get powered off of Helix V8 DSP, and then this is the C1 that's gonna power these 4 JLW3s that he's got going in. It does look like a computer speaker. He built the box. Did a really nice job on the box. So here's the floor, which would be pretty cool, but here's the box. Rhino lined it, countersunk, ported. Yeah, it's really nice. He did a good job. And so it's gonna go in the wood piece that is gonna go here, and the box that's over here in the corner. And then the plan is to put the C1 here and the 8 there. And the reason for that is if all goes, we're gonna router out a hole here. That way you can see the C1, because the box only covers this half. But he really wants to see the Helix C1 because it has a bunch of pretty lights. And if you've never seen one, don't worry about it. Obviously tomorrow or the day after when we get this done, we'll show you what that looks like so you can kind of get an idea. Those are 8s, so it's gonna be 4 8s. And this isn't carpeted yet for the obvious reason that if we were gonna cut a hole in it, it didn't make any sense for him to carpet it. So we're not mounting the amps to this. This is just the floor to hold the box and all that. We'll be making a piece that goes here, just like the Mustangs. So that'll be fun. What's up? And then for the rear doors, Focal coaxials will be going in the rear doors. So, and Fernando just having. Now we put this Kenwood. This is a 1057. We put this in already in a previous, like the first install. So that's why that's still in the dash. We haven't got to the part we need to take that out yet. So we'll probably save that for last once we get the wiring figured out where it's going to go and all those other fun things. There's no reason to take it out and have it, get scratched or something silly or just laying around. Silly. So we'll just leave it in there until we're ready. And then this will, batteries and funness. probably gonna melt your face. Yeah, there's a good possibility.
No,
I mean,
face.
so let's.
This is not so amazing.
Let me put the seat cover back up, and we'll give it the old bird's eye view, so to speak. Put that like that. All right, so now I can get in here. See if I go wider. All right, so there's, yeah, so that's what you're looking at, and then those are sitting over there. So that'll be them, man.
This is totally Emma Ayaska approved.
Yeah, I mean, we got a Helix DSP app to deal with this, so it's not like they're just gonna be like, look at me, I don't know what I'm doing.
What? That's besides the point.
I don't think the SQ is really what we're going for here. I mean, we got 4 8s giant, so I mean, I think we're just going for performance. You know, I mean, you don't do this. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I talked to him, the owner, and he's like, yeah, man. I mean, I feel if you're doing K2s, you're expecting to just be like in your face.
Right.
But they're different. No, there's no bashing of JL. Why would you bash JL?
What?
W3s are awesome.
W3s are awesome.
W3s are awesome. Ooh. Well, sure, we'll talk about it more on the news this Friday.
Yeah.
But for those of you guys that don't know, and you didn't hear it from us, but I believe it's on CE Outlook, and if it isn't, it will be. JL is being bought by Garmin. Garmin, the navigation system, is buying JL Audio. They just came out and told everyone today. How crazy is that? Yeah.
Now you can find your tunes.
Yeah, you know, but so it's funny because these are from Germany, I believe, and like if you go to the webpage, some of the stuff that they sell is actually pretty cool. Like they sell these giant aluminum speaker bracket mounts thingies, which is totally Emma like normal. So I mean, and all the pictures that are on the website, because I had to go look at some pictures to get an idea of like how this is supposed to be, because you know, this isn't normal, and I really didn't want to do anything too unconventional with them, but all of them are right-hand drive, so very few are left-hand drive. So it was like, you know, and so they had a lot of pictures of this, and it was kind of weird. But you know, dumb question: do you crimp your 4-gauge ferrules for power and ground, or does the heat shrink keep in place? No, that's not a dumb question. It's actually a really good question. And we crimp them. And this is the tool that we use to crimp them. This guy right here. And if you're like, oh shit, what is that? If you head over to DNF tool drawer that we always talk about, and go into the bottom right-hand side, you'll see an icon that doesn't look anything like any other icon in there. So let's just do this. Let me launch my browser, and that guy right there should take us right to right here, this browser where it says Modern Wire Techniques. If you click on that and you roll down here, this guy right here, that'll take you off to an Amazon link so that you yourself can pick one of those up. So yeah, it'll eventually get there.
What was the website for the pods?
The website for the pods is, let me switch over to the English side. It is pods-tweeters-midrange.com. That's where you can find those bad boys. And you buy by the tweeter, so like you buy them to fit, so like they're not like a universal, so they do have to make something that fits your size. Like this is specifically made to fit the KRX. They're gonna rock you. Got that. Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe you bought the left-hand crimper, Frank. not the right hand, or was it blue handled? There you go. No grills. So the grills don't fit with those pods. The K2 2.5 does have a grill, but the grill is about a 1/4 of an inch bigger than that. So to answer your question, no grills. They don't fit. So
No.
yeah, they don't fit.
You're
So
nice.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, Christian probably has left-handed grippers. I have a serious question. Is Miss Mary Lou seeing anyone? No, she's not. She's single. As far as I know, I mean, she was married. She's not anymore. She had kids. She's got kids, but they're all older.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. So she's living the footloose, fancy-free single lifestyle.
Not anymore.
So that's all I know. But yeah, no, now she will not be on the show tonight. However, there is a 50-50 chance there could be somebody else on the show tonight. But 50-50. So
50-50.
if he remembers, he might come on. If he doesn't, well then.
It's C, baby.
So, you all right over there? Oh, let me show the back. So, I mean, you guys seen a bunch of back of the door panels, but let's see the back of the door panel. All right, so there's the back of the door panel. It's just foam.
Nothing crazy.
It's nothing crazy. I don't know the stripper question. What do you mean? That sounds like that could go either way. So.
Oh yeah. No strippers.
Yeah. So if you guys have never seen let's see what we got here. Is this? So if you've never seen the passive crossovers that come with the 3-way set, the K2 KX3. So it's the ES165 KX3 set. It's a kind of unique passive crossover. Yeah. 3 times last week. So tonight I'll run. Tuesday, Wednesday, Haley and I go for a walk. And then Thursday, it's either the gym or run. So this week it was raining on Monday, and I didn't have gym clothes, so I only got 3 in this week. But I've only been doing like 5Ks a night, nothing crazy. So, because it's so balls out hot right now, it's just hard to do anything past that. Even at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock when I go, it's still 90 degrees outside. It's just brutal. Anyways, so check this out. So this is kind of a cool feature. It's bi-ampable, but it has an input for the woofer and an input for the mid-tweet. So what that means for you and I is, let's say we were going to do a 4-channel amplifier on the front of this 3-way set, and it's a DSP or whatever. So I could run the woofer out of the DSP. Like, I don't even have to use this portion of the passive crossover because it's not dependent. The mid and tweeter are not dependent on the load that this generates in order to get an accurate passive crossover. I could run the mid bass any way I want. Either go through the crossover or run it active off a channel on the amplifier if it has a bandpass, let's say a DSP. But then the mid and tweet, as you see here, this input for the mid and tweet, that is just for this mid and this tweet output. So that means if I had a 4-channel amp, I could use 2 channels for the mid bass and then 2 channels to power the mid and tweet. So like in this car with these cool pods that you guys are so choked up about, with them being this close, I don't necessarily need to have them on their own channel, or if it's like a German car where there's a tweet and a mid-range, they're typically on the same channel. If I wanted to retain that concept, so to speak, I can do that by just running this input here, and then these 4 outputs will go active. And then I have a whole bunch of attenuation built into these crossovers, which are really sexy. These are some really nice. So you have your tweeter, 0, negative, plus or minus 3 dB. You have your high pass crossover to turn on for your mid bass, and then that's if over here it shows you that it's basically this crossover, or this, there's another switch here, which is this one. This is the mid high pass, so I can cross it over at 300, 400, or 500. That's that switch there. And then this is the crossover selector for my mid bass, 6 or 12 dB. So there's a lot of action inside of just this crappy, as everyone calls them, crappy passive crossover. So it's pretty cool. Now, would you leave the crossover off and let the passives do the work for the mid and tweet? So that's what that was answering there for you, Christian, is that you could turn the high pass on, because I mean, if you got a DSP, no, I'm just going to let the DSP do the bottom of the mid-range. It's way easier, but if you don't, it's capable of doing it. It's pretty cool. Gotta go? Try to catch a show tonight. Definitely. It'll be fun. That's right. For those of you guys that are like, hey, are you doing a show? Of course we're doing a show. It's Monday night. We'll be doing a show in another hour, actually. It's 5:30 now, so it's 6:30. We'll be back to entertain you, answer your questions. Like I said, we're hopefully going to have a special guest tonight. And if we do, you guys are going to love it. And then we got some breaking news for next Monday that I just found out about. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun for sure. So I can't tell you, because if I tell you and he doesn't show up, then he's a jerk. If I tell you, you know what I mean? So we'll just wait. If he shows up, awesome. If he doesn't, no harm, no foul. Life goes on. You know, c'est la vie. That's it. Let's end right here with these cool little pods that you guys, either you love them or hate them. Let us know. Is this something you do in your car? If it isn't, tell me why. That's it, guys. Fernando.
Hey guys, don't forget, the show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com or here on Instagram, Morel_America. Check them out.
See ya. The key on that.
I dropped the camera.
Let's see. What the heck are you doing?
I'm just happy, man. You gotta be happy.
Oh, I'm overjoyed. That's why I came in early, so I could get this over with.
Leave early?
No. I mean, I'd like to leave early. I mean, I know that.
Early, so you
Yeah.
leave early.
What's up, Mel? Matt's Mel in the house. Good morning.
Mel yesterday.
Mel, yes.
opened a juggernaut.
He what? Oh, he opened a juggernaut?
Yes.
Oh, did your incestual love affair for giant subwoofers just go crazy?
That was like 4 juggernauts that we had before, and I was like, oh, dude, that's pretty cool. Very nice.
You know, you could probably talk nice to him, and he'd you know.
Hey, Mel.
I need Helix in my car stereo. Okay.
No, this is nice. This is nice, man. Let me tell you.
I feel like you should shut off the lighting, because, I don't know, are you getting a reflection on that amplifier?
No, I actually...
No?
I'm not getting nothing.
No? Uh-huh. So, hey guys, what's going on? This is the Ford Fusion that we started working on Monday. It is now Thursday. I came in early this morning to tune it up. It's all done. Not enough test tape for Fernando. Oh, there's actually very little... There's no...
No, that was not me. That was the customer.
So you can see Tesla tape there, because that's obviously going off to that side of the car. Other than that, there's really, oh, you can see it here. That's right, because that's the speaker bundle. All right, let's go over what we got going on. This is the Ford Fusion that we were working on. I'm gonna shut that because that drives me crazy. On Monday, it's now finished. We got it done last night, but I don't like to tune a car at nighttime if I've been working all day, because like you can hear those birds, those bugs, the cicadas, and I'm tired and my head hurts. And so I like to get in the morning and tune a car because I'm fresh, I'm good. So I came in this morning early to get it done because we got another full day starting today, because this ran a little bit long because of all the work that was involved. just getting this fuse holder into here took about 2.5 hours because this is a stick and it sucked. But we got the big 0-gauge fuse holder mounted up in place, up underneath the hood. Let's go around to the passenger side. What's up, Lance? Needed fresh morning ears, exactly. Although with my tinnitus, it's still. So these were the pods that he bought to have us put in. We showed these on Monday. If you want to know where he got them, I think we took a picture of the card. I have no idea where it's at now. You guys didn't tell me what you thought. Some of you guys did. There's the driver's side over there. If you're going to install these or you get something like this, install the driver's side first, or whichever side of the dash has, you know, something like this. So usually it's the driver's side, figure out where these are going to work, and then just mirror them over to the passenger side, because usually there's a lot more room. Dion Tessons, what do you use? So I use the Test and Tune app from Educar. Anything that we're doing this, we always use Test and Tune from Educar, because it has 2 pages. One page is all test tones that has every 0, -5, -10. There's 4 test tones. Then there's the tune side, which has the pink noise that lasts forever. And then they have pink noise that is bass, mid-bass, mid-range, and treble pink noise, or highs, whatever. But it's $20 and it's Educar. It's Ken Ward's app. It's phenomenal. That's all we use. We don't use anyone else's stuff, because that does exactly what we need anytime we want to tune a car, anytime we want to test a car, anytime we're doing IRTA2 work, anytime we're doing DSP work. That is the app for $20. It's the perfect app. The only thing that it doesn't do is polarity pop, and for that we used my disc from Sheffield Labs. It's Apple only, and the world is Apple only in my eyes, because remember, if you're not my team, which is Team Apple, you suck. I'm joking. Anyways, so here are the pods. This we had already installed. This is a 1037, as it turns out, in the dash. Fernando did the 6 navs. We showed you what that door looked like on Monday. So these are all the Focal Kevlars. Set of Kevlar coaxials back here in the door. There you go. You can kind of see the yellow and the little tweeter right there. And then that all comes to the back here. We have the Helix V8 that is powering all of that, which is doing a really good job. And then for the C1 here, it's powering these 4 JL, or should I say Garmin, sad joke. Anyways, JL Audio W3s at 1 ohm. He built the box. This box is badass. He did an awesome job on this box. It's ported over here. We added our little bolts with the little acrylic panel. It's all made out of the lightweight stuff. But you know, ballistic. I don't know, some kind of birch. This hole here we cut in. This is a laser template, so that these. Oh, it shut off. What happened? Why are those off? Anyway, so that you can see the lights that appear here. There we go. So you can see these lights. So that this box sits right here. So it was strategically getting this mounted over. So like if you see the circle here, you can see where that hangs off. So there's 2 pieces of 1/2 inch that sit on top of here. So you can kind of see it here. Yeah, there you go, right here. And what that is, I made the bottom piece, and then I set the amp on it, figured out what I needed, made a second piece, attached it, routed it all out, and then attached it onto here. This is what attaches it into the floor. And then the cool thing about this Ford is it actually has these little tunnels that are all through the car. We still ended up putting these on here, which are 1/2 inch spacers, just to lift it up because of the big 0 gauge and the 8 speaker wires that have to run forward. But this is the RCA, went into a tunnel here, goes up underneath the seat, because the tunnel goes all the way down and then it snakes around and comes up this way. This guy here comes along and goes through here, up and in. The 0 gauge comes up, over, down, around. Now, to run wires into the front, it actually comes in, and then we had to pull both of these seats out to get the wire forward. So it like goes up through the car here and then over on both sides. Trying to run it up there's no factory wiring along this. It all turns and goes up underneath the seat. So we just pulled both the seats out. That's why there's a lot of little things on this that just kept adding up and taking time. And that was one of them, because I mean, you gotta basically use 2 0 gauge, because you got 0 gauge power and then 16 speaker wires plus remote, so 17 wires. Yeah, that's this big going up. So it kind of comes along here, and then the factory wiring harness turns and goes up, and then it turns into the dash, which is nice. And then these wires are connected all up in here, and that goes over there. But yeah, so if you're doing a Fusion and you're doing big wire, pull the 2 front seats and make your life easy. If you have a stick, good luck. It sucked. Good evening or good morning. It's whatever's working for you. I think you said it was a Fusion. I'm pretty sure it's a Focus.
It is a Focus. Yes.
Why did you call it a Fusion?
I never called it.
You called it a Fusion.
Don't.
Sorry, it's a Focus. All right. That's all your fault, man. You called it a Fusion.
You're not focused, to be honest with you.
I'm always focused. Either way, it's the faster one of the two. I heard Colgate was going to buy Morel. That would be cool. Although I'm more of a Crest guy. He's joking. It was the first thing that popped in his mind, because he's probably brushing his teeth, and he looked down at his counter, and he's like, I use Colgate. I think Colgate's going to buy Morel.
I mean, that would be great.
Well, so Colgate is owned by Lever Brothers, which is a huge American company. I really don't think they're interested in buying an Israeli company. So
You never know, man.
Yeah. Now, I didn't know Garmin had money to spend. Garmin is actually gigantic. They got it's like $4 billion company. Something. Yeah. If you caught Big D Wiz and High Five's chat last night, they were talking, and apparently Big D Wiz didn't realize that either, and he went on. Because you got to remember, Garmin isn't little tiny handheld things like that. Garmin is boat. They make full dash panels for people, so in the big whirly twirly antennas, and they make a shit ton of expensive stuff that these boat guys are buying. So they got more money. Everyone thinks of Garmin as a stupid little thing that attaches on your dash. That's not what they do. They haven't done that in years, since the phone has a map in it. They do marine, they do tracking, they do all kinds of stuff, but it's a huge business. Buying JL was probably not even anything anyone noticed out of their coffers, so to speak. It was kind of like, oh, we can buy it for what? Whatever, just do it. Tell me when it's over. It's probably what happened. I mean, it's pretty sad, but, there's big companies out there that want these things. Good morning. What's up, Bobby? Who got the bass? This guy's got the bass. It pounds, too. It sounds really good. Military products also. Yeah, I mean, I would assume tracking, Yeah, hardened GPS systems for, yeah, why not? That's like my tech, the guys that own MTX and stuff like that. They don't make money doing this stuff. That's a huge company. Those guys make tons of money through government contracts building audio systems for government buildings. Like airports and stuff like that. That's where their money is. It's not in this. This is a hobby. These companies make so much money. This is a hobby. And even like the company that bought Rockford. They bought Rockford. They were actually one of Rockford's biggest clients. Like, Rockford was making them a ton of stuff, and it was just easier to buy them. So yeah, a lot of these companies, it's pretty nice. They own Fusion Marine. Yes, they do own Fusion Marine. Well, they own Fusion, period. That's why if you look back, Fusion car audio just kind of drifted away because it didn't really exist in the first place much. But yeah, they bought Fusion. And they've done really well with it. But yeah. Is it like Pac-Mine audio control, as in it's more money for research and development for JL? No. No and yeah. I mean, it's probably more money for research and development for JL, but that's not why Pac bought audio control. No, because Like, for example, like when you look at like the Rockford purchase, it's a hands-off purchase, meaning you still have, they own ATG. What's the marine company they own? Wet Sounds, sorry. They own Wet Sounds and they own Rockford. And it's pretty much a hands-off process if you look at it, because it's been like two and a half years now, I think. But Wet Sounds is still making all their products. Rockford is still making all their products, and they make overlapping products, and they're not the same. And they still have two research teams, and they're still doing their thing. So, you know, on the upside of this, if it's somebody like them buying JL, they were probably already buying from them in the first place, or it was easier to buy JL to get the products that they need than to build their own products. So, and let's be honest, JL in the marine industry is number one as far as units sold. So why not? I mean, look at Harman International. If you want to look at the original successful conglomerate, that would be Harman International. You know, and there's Mark Logan, there's Bang & Olufsen, there's Harman, there's Infinity, there's JBL, and about 10 other companies that they own. And now Harman International is owned by Samsung. So these things work because they're the biggest audio manufacturer on the face of the earth. So people that are stressing are typically just haters. I don't see any problem with it. I think it's going to be great for JL. A lot of the times things like this allow us to get products that JL or that manufacturer has wanted for a long time. The other thing too is that typically if JL has stuff in the works, that is going to get completed before we see anything from like Garmin wanting them to make, because most of the time there's a 2-year lead up in production, design, and manufacturing before something comes to market. So it really just depends on what JL had in-house that they were working on as new products, and then we'll see whatever Garmin wants after that, because you can't just walk in and be like, you know, unless the manufacturer had plans to be bought, in which case they aren't developing any new products. So like when an audio control got bought by Amp, the only products they were working on were speakers. And that was easy enough to walk into Amp and move forward with that project. So Amp took over and immediately started updating products that need to be updated. So like the biggest thing that Amp has been working on is the DSP software, which we'll have Jeff Smith on this Monday, Car Stereo Talk on Facebook and YouTube, because the release is final. We're going to get it on, we're supposed to get it on Monday. I have a copy of it already, naturally. But yeah, we're going to have him on, talk about it, show us the final version of it. No more Mickey Mousing around. It'll be, so for everyone that owned audio control DSPs, you get to update to a brand new software, which is totally different than what the previous software was. So that'll be really awesome. It's pretty solid. I mean, they thought it was going to take a couple months, and it's actually taken almost a year, which is more in line with what these things actually take. So it'll just be interesting to see what happens. Is this car going to be an install video on YouTube? No, it is not. No, unfortunately, no. Well, I didn't know. It blows my mind. All right, let's scroll down here. Speaking of which, breaking news: 5-star car stereo is being sold to Best Buy. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
It's funny how everybody's having fun with it.
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with
I
that.
just want to know what happened with these posts. Everybody has a chair from Walmart or something like that. Do you know what happened?
I don't know what's
I just want to know. Like, I've seen a lot of posts with people with like a metal chair. What happened?
I have no
I'm
idea.
disconnected to the world. I'm sorry.
Well, you need to get out more, man.
I can't.
You need to get out. Look at him. He's just having. I buy him a new camera, and the guy goes crazy with it. Dean, have you heard any news with Rockford Patrick Industries? Yeah, it's pretty much a hands-off thing there. So we will be going with Rockford to SEMA this year. We'll be introducing some new products. We'll be doing a ton of live from the show floor with Rockford. That's what they're hiring us to do, which kind of makes sense. If we're actually going to do live from something, we actually have to be contracted to do that, because otherwise we just forget, because we're having fun. So SEMA this year is going to be with Rockford. I'm really excited. I think next, okay, if everything goes according to plan, I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with what Rockford does over the next year and a half. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to try to go to the public show for SEMA. There you go. We'll be there.
You should. It's really nice.
Good morning. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. I mean, it's not something you can't do in a day unless. So how we break it up is obviously we're there for the whole thing, whatever the whole thing is now. I don't know. We're not going to do 2 weeks or whatever they're doing this year, but every day at lunchtime we just go through a different hall, and then that way we can see the whole place. But yeah, it's a lot of a lot. Some of it is utterly pointless, and some of it is pretty cool. So, no, Rockford has not gone downhill. That would be physically impossible, considering they still make some of the most revolutionary technology in a product on the planet. And I know you guys go, what? Most people discount them because they don't understand, or they're not the new flavor of the week, or they're not the new guy going, hey, look at me, I got some neat shit. The stuff that Rockford has been building for the last forever, and specifically the stuff that's currently available, has more technology, is more revolutionary than most brands out there. We just discount them, or you guys discount them, because one, they're expensive because you got to pay for that, and two, we have that good enough mentality where it's like, oh, that's good enough. You know, I had a guy come in, a customer of mine, he's been a customer of mine long before 5-star. He came in the other day, and he bought brand X's amplifier. He bought 2 of them, and he's real happy, and he's like, yeah, man, these are badass. And I was like, are they? Are they really? And then he left, and he came back 2 days later. He got his ass spanked by a set of CS kicker amplifiers that his buddy had, the 1200.1s. Spanked the shit out of him. He came back and he's like, bro, what do you think about those CS 1800.1s? And I'm like, why? He goes, I gotta get me a set, because I got my ass handed to me. I have more power and still got my ass handed to me. And I was like, hey man, you know, your amps aren't efficient, they look big, they look bad, but they're just sucking to suck. My Rockford Power is 12 years old and still running strong. Why wouldn't it? It was built with some of the best minds on the planet. You know? Good morning! How's it going? Yeah. I mean, there's you know, the thing is there's so many brands right now. This is one of the best and worst times to be in car audio, because there are...
Because it's hot, that's why.
Well, yeah, it's definitely hot, because there is so much stuff to choose from, and it's really hard. The water has become very murky in trying to figure out what to get. So, Dean, I was able to install the Kenwood 958 in my 2022 Shelby GT500. Thanks for the iData harness. No wires cut or splicing. Our program works with 2020 Mustang. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
If you have a really hard time trying to figure it out, what type of system do you get? I understand. I'm with you. I'm struggling. But you know what? You can go to morelhifi.com. They just come out with new product also. So check them out. Awesome. morelhifi.com. Here on Instagram, Morel_America.
Well, you could have really topped that up. And if you'd like to see the new 8-inch universal fit driver, we just did an unboxing yesterday or the day before this week. You can head over to the YouTube channel, 5-Star Car Stereo, and go check out the unboxing we did on the 8-inch. That was a ventriloquist. Very nice. You asked about, have we seen or got to play with the new LC5i or 7i? They're actually both sitting right here. Here's the 5i, here's the 7i. Next week, we are going to be playing with one of these. We'll be featuring one of these in the video we do next week. Probably start with the 5 and work our way to the 7. So that'll be next week's product review that we do here. So yeah, stay tuned till next week. We'll talk all about what makes those new, special, hot, cool, what makes them different from the last ones, and all that other fun. Those 8s look very nice. I'd like to fit them into different brackets. Yes. And that was what we did. That's, you know, we made a bunch of different brackets. So it would be
Check
cool.
The video. 5-star car stereo on
no,
YouTube.
he's Weber fan. Weber fan watched it,
I know
but
he's a fan.
yeah, but no, and that was the point. It's going to be cool moving forward. There they are, right there. Yeah. Anyways, it'll be cool to see what they come out with. They're really excited. Casey's like, dude, he almost didn't want to bring them out until the brackets were available, and I was like, stop, just bring them out. We'll make our own damn brackets. You know,
everybody would make their own brackets.
Everyone make their brackets.
And then when you have them, it's gonna be, you know.
You're skipping the polarity question. I didn't see the polarity question.
What the heck, man? Come on.
I was monologuing, so I have a very weird problem with my speakers are connected with correct polarity, but my polarity checker reads green, green, red, green, and if I flip polarity, it reads the same. Why? This is totally insane. Two things could cause that. One, the battery in the unit is low, which is probably what it is, or you're too close. So, and if there's a grill in front of it, you sometimes need to back up and or find the actual center of the speaker, because if you're coming off of the cone, you could get a false read.
So sometimes when you go into a car,
the other thing too is make sure you keep the volume at the same. Don't turn the volume up and down.
No. So for example, like you go so
they
close.
Don't want to see me. They want to see
I know. And you go so close here, or sometimes you move it. Like, keep in mind, this is a small microphone, so you're gonna have to make sure where is your speaker and keep it around here. Sometimes you put it like this, you put it like this, and it's like it changed. So same in this side.
It's a combination of volume output
and a battery.
But yeah, no, that happens to us every now and then too.
Yeah.
But no, it shouldn't do that. In a Toyota, you may have a problem because in some Toyotas, the frequency that the thing is popping at is right around their all-pass filter, and it does weird things with that. So if you haven't like put in a radio or DSP'd it, sometimes you will get some weird stuff that happens around that, which, yeah, it's just bizarre. But most of the time you can negate that just by turning the volume up or down until you find the sweet spot.
Will you ever consider putting a front sub in your car? If yes, what sub will you use?
Do you have an answer to that? Because I would never do it.
I would do it. Oh, are you kidding? Yes, totally. Just like Brian style, firing up so they can go. Yes, yeah, for sure. What kind of sub? I would put the T.
Oh, you just like no room at all for people.
Oh, no. In the center. Like,
where?
No, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You said a T what? A shallow T? I mean...
No, a T.
I mean, if they made an 8, yeah, maybe. I mean... Or get, what's his name's? The Audio Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an 8 and a passive radiator, put it in the glove box. I think the glove box is like...
I think the glove box is the money right there, yeah.
Yeah. Or just take the engine out, put two 15s in the front.
I mean, I would do that.
I think that makes... Have you seen it? Yeah, okay, got that. Okay. Would you ever consider... Yep, okay, answered that. Replace the passenger seat with an enclosure. No.
Why not remove the gauge cluster and put it right there?
SI MB11 would be a great front sub if you can make it fit. That's all. I mean, isn't that the answer to everything? If you can make it fit, most times you can't.
You can make it fit. That's for sure.
I can't make it fit. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of technology. I don't do custom.
Cut a hole. How hard is to cut a hole?
I'm just a wire guy, man. Hey guys, listen, that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. The Fusion Focus Ford, whatever the heck it is done. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you think in the comments. No, we did not film an extended version video on it. But hey, this is what you get. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
You ready?
Are you ready?
I don't know what you're ready for.
Oh, you're ready.
I mean...
Dude, you have to, like, tell me.
I have to send you a memo?
Yes. It's just so, like... 3, 2... Then we're going live!
Way too much. So, we're working on a RAM. What's up, Mel? Fernando's got the fuse holder mounted. simple bracket up in place. We're actually making really good time on this one, which is kind of cool. I have this left to do. So he's doing an Amp Pro off of the factory radio via Crutchfield. So I just have to connect these wires to those wires, solder it all up, and then that'll be that. For the amplifier, he got an 8205 that we mounted where the goofy factory battery would have gone. So power, ground, zip tied. The reason why I mounted it upside down is when the seat is folding up, I'll still be able to get to this if I need to. The cool thing is up underneath here, there's actually a factory bolt and nut for ground. So real bonus move there. The power wire goes all up this side of the car, and then the speaker wires and everything are going up the middle of the car. One of the cool things about the Ram is they have these tunnels that are located in the center of the vehicle here. And so that gives us the ability to run our wires through those and not make bulges in the carpet, which is cool. You don't want to do that because that's just kind of stupid. So both of those come up through here. So this is our speed wire, and then the RCA's turn and go up into the dash, and the unit's mounted behind here. There's the bass knob there. So the Amp Pro fits up here. We had to do some trimming behind the radio just to make it fit the way I wanted it to, but it's up there. It's looking pretty cool. Oh, we got a knife. So yeah, I just got that left to do, and then we'll get to do it. I was checking polarity. So, the Amp Pro doesn't come with the T-harness. So you have to buy that separately, and they don't, maybe in the bag. I threw the bag away, so, but you have to figure out what all the wires go to. I feel like it's probably in the bag. Either way, did that, wanted to figure out what's what, make sure everything was popping, the way we wanted to. Typically in a Dodge, you want it all to pop red. That's the go-to, just get it all red. And especially if you're keeping the factory radio. If you're doing an aftermarket radio, it can all be green. It's cool, but red, if you're keeping the factory radio, that way we don't get any Bluetooth funky noises or anything like that. We've always just done it that way, and it's always worked. So we're gonna leave it that way. It's one of those things. You say, why? It's always worked. So there's no reason to question it. What?
It's one of those things.
It's one of those things.
I agree.
Yeah. You ready?
I was born ready, man.
Somehow I doubt it.
No, every time.
I doubt it. You need a haircut, man.
I know. I have to go.
Yeah, I got one.
I don't have time.
I make time.
Okay, I'm not coming tomorrow.
You could go tonight. We could leave now.
Late.
I don't know. All right, well, either way. We got a box. Your friend and mine, Mr. Brian Mitchell, sent us some goodies.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. I'm really excited about them.
Me too.
Because
what do you think it is?
I know exactly what it is.
No, them.
Oh, what do they think it is?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes. What do you think it is in here?
All right, guys. What do you think Brian Mitchell sent us? I'll give you the clue. It's not Arc Audio.
Well, you said yesterday.
Yeah, well, I know. It's still a clue. I'm wondering where in the world is Mary Lou?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I haven't talked to her all since. Yeah, no.
All right, tell me what's in the box.
2023 Ridgeline Nodbo is debating between replacing the 8-inch subwoofer and powering it with a Kicker Key 5.1 or adding a 10-inch hideaway. Man. If you're talking like the 10-inch hideaway, like Kicker thing that goes up underneath the seat, I would probably do both. Gotta be honest with you. Yeah, because you're gonna need all the bass you can get. You know, it's a Ridgeline.
With that 500.1, it's just like...
Yeah, but if you put a factory 8-inch, if you take the factory box and try to put an 8-inch back into it, we've never had success trying to repurpose a factory box.
No, what I'm saying is that you have that 500.1 that has tons of power.
Yeah, but he's talking about doing a hideaway, which is already got an amplifier in it, so we're not really... We're not using the 501. So he's talking about using the 500. The 501 isn't going to magically make the 8-inch you're going to put in the factory box sound better. So the options were 501 and an 8-inch in the factory sub box, or just do a hideaway 10-inch. That's why I said I'd just do both, or do two 10-inch.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean,
maybe the JBL Fuse. Do the key 501 on the JBL Fuse, because the Fuse you can take apart and put underneath each seat, and then that might be a good idea.
Crazy idea, but
what's your crazy idea?
Rock for power 300.8. It sounds really nice.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he wants to hide everything, so just doing what you do, man.
Yes, for sure.
What's up, Arturo?
What's up, man?
My new Honda 2023 Accord factory tweeters hurt my ears. Morel tweeters have spoiled me. So pull those factory tweeters out and put some Morels in there, man.
Yeah, Morel.
It's got to be a special edition something. No.
All right, so
What's up, Christian?
DSP.
Cola. Got some cola in the box.
Popcorn.
Ooh. Yeah, there's an amp. Ooh, no.
Okay.
All right, so what we're trying to do is guess what Brian Mitchell sent us in the box.
Amps and popcorn, okay.
What's in the box?
Happy Friday.
Frank's in the box.
Frank's in the box?
Frank is in the box. But yeah.
All right, my new
peanut brittle.
Accord.
Yeah, I just answered that.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's okay, man. Peanut brittle. Ooh, who doesn't like peanut brittle? Peanut brittle's yummy. But I feel like that's like one of those Christmas things.
What is what?
Peanut brittle. Do you know what peanut brittle is?
No, what is it? Peanut?
Really? Peanut brittle. So it's that candy that is like, you make it in a sheet and then they break it up, and like the whole sheet they smash it up, and it's like hard, like a caramel that has nuts in it.
Do you ever had it at the...
No, we never had it at the Christmas party. But I will get some this year just for you, so that you can try it. Oh, please. You know, dude, that Christmas party's for everybody but me. Would like some advice. Yes, would like some advice for a steering wheel harness for 2012 GMC Arcadia. Do you recommend? Probably for that one, you're gonna want to look at like the Pack Pro from and so pack-audio.com. More than likely in 2012, it's going to be a smart harness with the steering wheel controls built into it, not just the standard steering wheel, because that's going to be a data more than likely. I don't know. Haven't done a 2012 in a minute, but
it's not like the amplifier is actually in the center console in the kick.
Yeah, but he's talking about steering wheel controls. So we're not worried about the factory amp. But I would just, whatever Pack makes for that's probably going to be what you're going to want. Amp Global package just arrived for me. It's an ARC DSP and DSP amp. No, not even close.
Nope.
Case of Bud Light. Wouldn't even know what to do with it. I'm your box? No, you're not. ARC goodies. No ARC. Remember, we said there's no ARC. Google it, Fernando. I think he's talking about the peanut brittle. Picture of him in a Chick-fil-A drinking a Frosty.
Ooh, that would be great.
Listen, Arturo.
With all the pictures that he's saying.
Arturo, are you going to be at
Hopefully, man.
Dallas?
I hope you, because Ricardo is going to be there.
It's a 2-hour drive, so I mean.
So hopefully I can. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of hope he's going to be there.
Yeah.
We got to do breakfast again, man.
Yes, we have to. That was good.
No, I already have all the ARC DSPs. I'm good. Hi from Palo Alto, California. What's up?
Palo Alto.
Yeah, sounds good.
Come on,
Is Fro in the house? Happiness, I mean to say.
Hey, Gio, what's up, man? How you doing?
Johnny, let it go, man. You're not getting in the video. So just go away. Go away slowly. All right, let's see what's in the box.
Okay.
Because no one has guessed. No one's even close.
Nothing?
No one is even close.
Come on.
Yeah. So. Oh, he's not coming. What a tool.
No, he's coming.
He's not coming. He says no. He says no, not coming.
He has to.
No, he can't. He's so busy. He won't let me buy him breakfast. What a putz. Dude, just come on.
You know what?
I was gonna say.
I'm just gonna make a mess.
Whoa, no reason to be unnecessary about it. Here, hold on. Here, now clean up your mess.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
So, Brian won a set of Dynaudio speakers at the last competition, Steel Valley Regionals. And, you know, he's an art guy, and I have always wanted a set of Dynes because they're Dynes. And even though he's assured me that a set of RS components would destroy these, I believe you. However, I still want a set of Dynes. So we have some Dynes. We're going to buy some boxes, and we're going to put these bad boys in some boxes and take a listen to them.
So we have a beautiful tweeter.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at that, man.
Yeah, dude, that thing is massive.
It's not heavy.
No, it's not.
All right.
We might have to do a challenge. We might have to put these in boxes and have them send us some RS and do those. All right, so we got a big passive crossover. This will make somebody happy.
I don't want to break it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't worry about opening it.
Right.
It's
So,
right there.
we have
Yeah,
passive
let's see the mid base. Let's get to the good part.
Let's get to the good part.
So these are plastic. This is plastic.
Ooh.
That is aluminum. Wow.
That's just money right there.
Yeah, that's.
You hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Oddly looks like another manufacturer's
Big
speaker.
boy skull.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. Dang. No, these are going to go into... I'm going to order some of the boxes, the little 6.5-inch boxes that we get from that company that totally escapes my mind right now.
Come on, man.
Dude, it's fallen right into the void of I can't remember.
It's almost close to this.
Yeah, the audio part, but... Oh, Parts Express. No, I'm going to get the Parts Express. Oh, Dynaudio. Yeah.
Dynaudio.
Yeah. Dayton Audio. Yeah. I'm going to get the Dayton Audio boxes for the Dynaudio speakers. Looks like Morel Elites. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oddly enough. There is a history between the two companies. I will say that.
Yes.
So there is a dark, seedy past between
That's wonderful.
Dyn and Morel. But yeah.
There you go.
So Brian he's like, dude, I'm gonna send these to you, and I was like, oh goody. So at some point in the near future, we will go ahead and let you guys listen to these.
Now who's gonna come and clean all this thing?
Do those speakers wang? I have no idea, Mel. I don't know.
Man.
But we'll use the Barney. We'll use the Andy, who's got this permanent thing right here on his cheek now. We'll use the Andy to let you guys listen to these. And if you're wondering why we put the Adidas hat on here, it's to keep dust out of his ears, because that's where the microphones are, and it does get kind of dusty in here every now and then, as you can see. So I don't want to get build-up into the microphones that I have to clean out all the time. So Andy will...
Tell us how it sounds.
Andy will probably be the first set of speakers you hear with the Andy from the Bay. Will the DSR1 work in a 2023 Ram 1500 with the Alpine system? So, no. Unless it has the classic harness. I wish I still had this Ram apart so I could show you what the harness looks like. But I don't believe iData has the new harness available yet for these, for the newer one. It's the same protocol. Like, there's nothing changed. It's just a different harness. So if it uses the old clip-in style harness, that's the big one-piece harness, then yes, it'll work. If it's the new two-piece green harness, then no. And I don't know when iData, I'll have to call them and find out. That's a good question. I don't know when iData is going to release that harness in order for that to work. So that's a good question. Good question. Don't have a good answer though. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Frank. It has been a long week. It has been a tragically long week. Mm-hmm. Some worse than others. Some have had a really bad week. I have family over in Maui, and their store that they have is gone, burned to the ground. So that was kind of a bummer. But at least they're okay. At least they're okay. You know, but anyways, no reason to go that low. You can create the harness Yeah, well, so Amp has the T-harness now. We showed it this morning on the news, so the T-harness is available. There might be something you want to call them on. I mean, I'll call them next week and find out what's going on with that. Just, and then you can ask again next week sometime.
For the split loom for backup cameras.
Quarter inch.
Quarter inch, for sure.
Quarter inch. Yeah, that's like the only... We use 2 split looms still. One is quarter inch for backup cameras, and then the other one is 1/8 inch for the microphones. And the 1/8 inch is really just to add girth to that stupid wire, and also to protect it when it goes through the dash, but mainly to make it thicker, because it's so thin and it tends to fall and do stupid stuff, which, it's kind of no fun.
Weird, but yeah.
I waved at somebody on accidentally. Sorry. Stinger audio, baby. Christian, bro, let it go, man.
What?
He's over here like Stinger audio. So they got a new... Stinger is going to release a 4-channel amplifier at some point.
I'm guessing like he already ordered some amplifiers?
Stinger amps? I think he did. I think he ordered one of the mono blocks. Because they only have mono blocks right now. The 4-channel isn't out yet. But it's coming. You didn't hear that from us, though. Not that it was here and we tested it with our dyno and caught our dyno on fire. Not the amp. We just, the stupid power cable. But we have all new power cables, so we'll be able to get the dynos up and running again. Everyone will be so happy.
Yeah.
We can do amp dynos. Yay.
Yeah,
Yay. I don't know.
They're okay.
Yeah, well, they're good. So that's nice. Dude, sorry to hear that about your dad. That sucks. My dad called me last week, and I got to go put a new shower head in.
Sorry, man.
Not a comparison at all, but just, one of those things.
Yeah.
Can I fit my Virtus 602 mid in the door of a 2003 Accord? Yeah.
Use the brackets.
Yeah, get the Honda brackets.
And the easy way is to cut the size.
I don't know if you have to with the Virtus, though.
The nanos?
No, just the regular Virtus. Because you know how it comes down to the point? Comes down to the triangle?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know if you'd have to.
You put the bracket, and then you can see if it...
Yeah. Yeah, but they'll fit. There's nothing stopping us. They're going in that car.
Oh, nothing is stopping me.
Yeah, nothing is stopping you. I watched you guys do the system and the 21 RAM a while back. The factory amp is the same. iData is lagging. Oh! Okay, so if it's... Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, time out. Back to the RAM for a second. If it's the same harness, then yes, it will work. Because my forgetful butt... Okay, let's back up here for a second. Let's talk about the iData. All right, so my brain is thinking differently. So the difference between an Amp Pro and iData RR or AR is Amp Pro has to go behind the radio. So what that means is that it needs the new harness, which they just released, so you can use the Amp Pro on this. However, iData, you take the amplifier out. Take the amplifier out and it goes here. You never actually go behind the radio. So if you still have these style connectors, these 3 connectors, then yes, you're golden. It will do what it needs to do because it's all the same data. That was my bad. That was me getting confused. So I apologize, gave you the wrong information. No, if you have these same 3 harnesses, just like we did in that video, then yes, you can do DSR1. So if you got this, then you're golden. It'll work. So yeah, my bad, dude. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. Friday's been a long week, but and so cheap. Oh yeah, those amps are cheap. The Stinger, priced affordably. Let's just say that. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Those things are like. I mean.
That's so consumer stuff, right?
Yeah, I got the 1500.1 and 2 of the 1001 Stinger amps already. That was all Fernandez. He's already got them. Yeah. So here's the secret. Here's the secret. Here's the secret. Guys. Because they're already out now, we can say. So we got all those amps originally. So there was a couple different amps that they were choosing from. And that particular design that... What's his name? Mike? Joe? I don't know. Their engineer out of California. is it Mike? So he had designed that one, and there was a toss-up between going with his design or somebody else's design. I don't know. Either way, all the amplifiers showed up here, and we pre-dynoed all the amplifiers, and those amplifiers kicked ass. Like, the other amplifiers we were looking at, they were clear losers, but they wanted a baseline in which to build off. Anyways, so we pre-dynoed all the stuff, so we knew, like Derek just did the dyno, we knew it was going to pass the dyno because we dynoed them before they went out. So I know, shh, don't tell anyone. Just don't tell anybody the amp.
This is just a secret.
This is just a secret for you guys, and that's it. But no, we pre-dynoed all that stuff so that we knew it would pass the dyno. Recommended amp for a B2 Audio Rage XL18. Asked for 2K RMS, but I feel like it needs more. Rockford 2500 BD? I don't know. I mean, there's so many amps out there that are 2,000 watts.
Even B2 Audio makes crazy amplifiers.
Mark Chow. Look here. The Christian even knows the name of the guy. Mark Chow. Yes, Mark. Yes, it was Mark's design. Yes. Yes, you guys are funny.
I mean, Christian knows everything.
Yeah, Christian pays attention.
Everything.
To everything Jeff says. Oh, and that reminds me, Jeff will be here Monday. Jeff Smith will be here Monday in studio in the Bay. We're going to talk about the new release of Audio Controls 2.0 software. It's going to go public. You guys will be able to download it, play with it. If you want to play along, definitely download it to your computer so that we can work together and go through it. So if you're an audio control guy, you got an audio control processor, amplifier, whatever it is, and you're like, oh, I want to know all the new stuff it has, make sure you download it into your laptops and you can kind of play along. Of course, you could just watch it the next day.
So this is going to be a quick class, guys. Everybody, following along.
Yeah, we only got an hour.
Yeah.
We only got an hour.
That's great. That's great.
But, yeah. How come you are so close to Amp Global? Is it the location being close to you? Yeah, they're like
right behind this truck. Hi.
They're right there.
Yeah.
Like literally right there. And then Jeff's place is like there. So, because there's two facilities that they have, and he has his build facility that is in a different location than the actual headquarters. So if anybody's coming to the show next Saturday and Sunday at their headquarters, at Amp Global headquarters, it's like right down the street. So if you take this road that's right here, there's one overpass, you take it, you go across what we call the 49th Street Bridge.
It's actually...
they're on the other end of it.
Is that the office?
That's the office.
Headquarters?
Yeah, that's the main headquarters. So that's why. And Amp is right here. So that, I mean, I've been buying from them forever.
I'm going to be there
used
Saturday
to be right over
and
here.
Sunday, guys.
Be there Sunday. You need help, Christian. That's what you need. Have a good evening. You too. I think he means, was it coincidental? I don't think so. You just happened to live there and they moved it. Yeah. So yes, it was just a coincidence. So the Amp Global used to be Amp of America. That just used to be Amp. It used to be owned by Micah Ansley. Micah Ansley started it back in the 80s. He drove a van and he would go around and sell to all the dealers in the area. This area was thick with car stereo, okay? Thick. Florida has always had a big car audio scene. We still have like 10 car audio shops in Pinellas County, the area in which we reside in, the county in which we reside in, 5 big ones. And so he would drive around. And then there's like right across the street, there is a business complex or I don't know what you call it, one of those warehouse style complexes, and he bought a building in there. So when I started back in the 90s, my guy Artie, who still works there was 4 salesmen, and they would just sit around a desk and smoke cigarettes all day long and take orders, and they had women of the night that would answer the phone and bring you your orders, so everyone always wanted to go to there. And then it became more of a family business. He's hired his sister and his aunts and his uncles and all that, and they moved out to where Jeff is now. That used to be the actual facility. But I've always lived here in Clearwater, and they started here in Clearwater. So now I think that might be Largo. But yeah, so we've kind of grown up in the same area.
No, still Clearwater.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's still Clearwater. So that's why geographically we're so close. It's just by chance.
We're in the same time.
You know. Hey, from Argentina.
Hey, Argentina.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Leo.
But it does make it easy for them because we're right here, and so. Oh, Lino, what's up?
Lino, man, how's everything, buddy?
Yeah, they were like, Dean's in Clearwater, we should open up here. Yeah, you bet, Christian. Yeah. I'm gonna put in the MT 1001 on the amp rack right now to test.
Okay.
What are you gonna test about it? See if it does 1,000 watts? Guess what it does? It'll do more. Efficiently too. Like, that's what I liked about those amps, is that they dynoed well. Like, we didn't have to do anything special. The other amps we were testing, we had to shoot it with the 500 amps of snap-on power, which kind of sucked, but that was kind of the deciding factor. Was like, these amps suck. These amps are good. And they weren't brutal, so you could actually get power out of them. Gonna be hearing it in 45 minutes. Man, you're slow, dude. Man, you gotta pick up your pace, bro. And with that, slam towards Christian, which will make me ever so happy. We're gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna head out. It's Friday, fun day. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means we got that cool live show. Might be 5 o'clock again, so be on the lookout. Other than that, you guys go forth and be merry. Thank you, Brian, for my awesome set of Dynes. I can't wait to let you guys hear those in a video. Ooh, these are pretty. They're so pretty. All right, you guys have a great night.
Guys, don't forget, this show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com. Or here on Instagram, Morel_America.
And if you haven't seen the video on the new 8-inch speakers, go over to YouTube and check it out. They're awesome. You're going to want a pair or two pairs.
You want a pair for sure.
Have Paul sell the speaker brackets. Paul doesn't sell anything.
Oh, Paul sells everything.
No, he doesn't sell anything.
He sells everything.
See you
He
guys.
sells more.